Isolation. Well, reporter Sasha Spratt is over at Winchmore School near Palmer's Green where this is taking place. Sasha.
Well, there are more than 100 educational professionals attending workshops here today, and they're from police as well as teaching unions and, of course, schools. But it's not just adults taking part today. There's also some young people, and the workshop behind me here is being organised by Youth for Change, and Gemma and Daniel are from that charity. Thanks very much for joining us this lunchtime. Daniel, first, what's happening in these workshops behind us?
So today, Youth for Change, who are a global coalition of youth activists working in Bangladesh, Tanzania, Ethiopia and the UK, are leading workshops to educate young people about the issues and then talk to them a lot about how to campaign and how to campaign creatively so they can really instigate change in their areas.
And how are you doing that here today?
Today what we're doing is a lot of peer-to-peer, youth-to-youth education. So we as young people who have had training on the issues are working with them and talking about how they can specifically, in their local areas, influence decision makers and create positive change.
And Gemma, what kind of topics are you covering here today?
So we're covering FGM, child early forced marriage, and also honour-based violence. So they're really, really prevalent global issues, and they're actually happening here in the UK, and they're not being addressed enough. For example, 65,000 girls are living with or at risk of FGM in the UK, and that's a massive number, and it's something we're really passionate about tackling. So yeah, we're focusing on those three today.
They are very difficult topics to tackle as well.
Yeah, they are really difficult, and there's lots of misconceptions around them, particularly around why they're done and why they're practiced. So there's lots of hesitation to actually tackle them because people think they're religious and they're cultural, but we know that it's abuse and it's child abuse. So yeah, we want to really address that.
And finally, what are you hoping to get out of today?
So today it's really important for us to be galvanising support for our campaign. So we have a campaign called Train to Protect as Youth for Change, and that's all about ensuring that every staff in every school makes every child safe in that school from these issues, and we want UK schools to be a safer place to report things like FGM and child marriage, so that young people in this country feel safe when they go to school and they're protected from such harmful practices. So yeah, we're really, really passionate about it and want to get as much support as we can today, as well as doing the sort of practical training with teachers and staff.
Daniel, this is the first UK schools conference. How do you hope to see events like this spread?
Well, I think what we've shown today is that different partners, so we've got young people, organisations and teachers coming together to really put pressure on the government to do more to ensure that teachers are trained around these issues and making sure that young girls in schools are safe. And I think what this should really be is inspiration for more sort of events like this, where different people from completely different walks of life, completely different parts of the UK can come together and really address these issues and make sure that collectively we do a lot more to make sure girls are safe in the UK.
Guys, thanks very much for joining me this lunchtime. What you heard there is this is only the first in the UK of this type of event, but it's hoped that they will spread across the country in the future.